Okay, hello everyone. So this is the video recording of the answers and solutions for the 2024 Elmo. Okay, so this one here, by the way, considering that the reviewer or the set of questions is long, I actually decided to cut it into two parts. Okay, so this is the part one wherein we will just have the numbers 1 to 30. Okay, so let's start already with our number one. So again, if you will check this one, the first part are, you know, just kind of easy, right? So let's go directly with our number one. So calculate the answer. So we have 2 and 7 over 9 plus 2 and 11 over 18. By the way, I'm hoping, the way I will approach this one is that I am considering that you're kind of good already with your fractions. So take note that the first one here, the 2 and 7 over 9, we can convert that into what? 2 and 14 over 18. Why? Because 7 over 9, okay, take note, we can transform that into a fraction over 18. Sir, why? Why did you do that one? Because so that once we have similar denominator, it's gonna be what? Easier to combine them or to add them. Okay? Again, 7 over 9 becomes 14 over 18. And then we have here plus 2 and 11 over 18. So if that's the case already, since the denominator are the same, we can just simply add them easily, right? Now let's focus first on the whole numbers. 2 and 2, of course, that's going to be 4. And then we have here over 18. 14 plus 11, that's going to be what? 25. However, since this is an improper fraction, again, take note, we can convert that into, what do you call this one? A mixed fraction, okay? What do we do? Simply 25 divided by 18, that's going to be 1. 1 times 18 is 18. Subtraction, we have 7. So it's going to be now, we have here 4 plus 1 and 7 over 18. Again, this is 1 and 7 over 18. So just simply combine the whole numbers. Okay, we have here 4 and 1. That will become 5 and 7 over 18. And that is our final answer for number 1. That should be letter D. Okay, our number 1, we have here letter D. I hope we're good with that one. Okay, next one. I just forget something. Okay, let's go with number 2. There. So we have here again operations and fractions. So if you see this kind of question, what do you do? Simply, as you can see, we have 12 and 6. Immediately, you can decide that you can use here the LCM, okay, or LCD. So it will become what now? The 5 over 6, take note that we can transform that into a fraction with denominator 12. How? Times 2, okay? Both of them. It will become now 10 over 12. So this is gonna be 9 and 7 over 12 minus 4 and 10 over 12. Okay, however, there's a problem because take note that 10 over 12 is much bigger than 7 over 12. So what do we do? The 7 over 12 should borrow 1 from the 9. So it will become now will become 8 plus 1 and 7 over 12 minus 4 and 10 over 12. Okay, I hope you can still, you can still do conversion of mixed fraction into improper fraction. So take note that the 1 and 7 over 12, okay, what do you do here is what? 1 times 12, that's 12. And then you add that with 7, that's going to be 19, and then over 12. Okay, or the other way is that you can transform, isn't it, that 1 is also the same as what? 12 over 12 plus 7 over 12 that is still 19 over 12. Okay? So, I'm gonna erase this one first. So again, take note, that is 19 over 12. So this is gonna be 8 and 19 over 12 minus 4 and 10 over 12. So now it's gonna be easier. Okay? 8 minus 4, of course, that will be 4. And then we subtract our fractions. 19 over 12 minus 10 over 12. Okay, again, that's over 12, right? Similar denominator. So 19 minus 10, that's gonna be 9. And there you go. However, again, take note, if you can simplify a fraction, simplify. Let's be reminded that 9 over 12 can still be simplified, okay, into lower term, lowest term. Both of them are actually divisible by what? By 3, okay? They still have a GCF of 3. So what's going to happen? It will become now 4, and 9 divided by 3 is 3, and then 12 divided by 3 is 4. So this is already our final answer. And the answer here should be letter C, 4 and 3 points. Okay? Next, let's go to number 3. Number 3 is here. So what do we do here, everyone, is, okay, maybe the best approach here is we are going to convert first both of them into improper fraction. Okay? So again, what do you do in improper fraction? 5 times 9, that will give you 45. You add that here, it will become what? 49 over 9 times, same thing here, 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, it's going to be 14. And then you add that here, 14 plus 2 will give you 16. And then over 7. If you will check, actually, we can do here some cancellation. And for you to see it properly, we can write it as 49 times 16. Again, this is kind of not necessary, but just for you to see it clearly. Okay, there you go. So take note that 49 is actually the same as what? 7 times 7. Right? So what's going to happen is that if I cancel 1 to 7 here in the numerator, I can cancel 1 of the 7 in the denominator. Okay? So now, we will have here, what's left with us now is what? 7 times 16. Okay? And that will give us what? 70 plus 42 is 112 over 9. Now, what we do is we simplify that fraction. Okay, so 112 over 9 is again an improper fraction. So let's convert it into a mixed fraction. So we have here, because our choices here are in mixed fraction. 112 divided by 9, that is 1. 9, subtraction, you have 2, bring down 2. Okay, by 9, that's going to be 2 times 9 is 18. Subtraction, we have 4 here. So it's going to be what? It should be 12. Okay, this one. And again, the denominator 9 here is going to be the same. And then the remainder is 4. 12 and 4 over 9. So the answer for number 3, it should be letter E. Okay? Hope we're good here. Next, number 4, calculate the answer. So for this one here, actually you can use different approach, but as you can see, the answers are in fraction. So what do we do? Let's just operate this also in fraction. So this is already in fraction. The 0.72, we just have to transform that or convert that into fraction. How? It's gonna be what? 72 over 100. However, that fraction, we can still simplify. Okay? As you can see, both 72 and 100 are divisible by 4. Right? Both of them are divisible by 4. Now, we have here 72 divided by 4 and also 100 divided by 4. It will become what? 72 divided by 4. Okay, that's going to be 18. And then this is gonna be 25 times. By the way, I'm using a big dot here for times or multiplication. So again, if it's in mixed fraction, the best way we can do is to transform it into a improper fraction in when you're multiplying. So it becomes now 3 times 8, 24. You add that here. It's gonna be what? 25 over 8. So the 3 and 1 8 becomes 25 over 8. Okay, if you can see here, we can do some cancellation. Okay, in the numerators, actually you can somehow extend this. Okay, in the numerators you have 25 and also 25 in the denominator. You can actually cancel both of them. Okay, next 18 and 8, both of them. Okay, take note that 8 can be written as 4 times 2, and 18 is the same as 9 times 2. So it means to say you can cancel out the 2. Now what you have here is what? 9 over 4. And since our answers are in mixed fraction, we also convert our answer into mixed fraction. What do we do? 9 divided by 4 is going to be 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Subtraction, that's 1. Okay, so the answer is 2. Again, the denominator 4 will be the same. The remainder is 1. And this is our final answer. And that is letter B. Okay, I hope we're just doing good here. Okay, next. Number 5. So division of fraction again. So what do we do here? Again, the best way is to transform first the mixed fraction into improper fraction. So what do we do here? 4 times 8 is 32. We add that here. That will give us 35 over 8. Okay, next. Divided by, this one here is 3 times 13. That will give us 39. There you go. So if we add 6, it will become 45 over 13. Okay. Now, when you say division, actually what you can do here is, because the easier version is the multiplication, right? We can actually transform this. I hope you know what's KCF. Okay. You keep 35 over 8. Okay. Again, KCF. You keep 35 over 8. You change the division into multiplication, and you flip the 45 over 13. It becomes 13 over 45. Now, as you can see here, we have some factors we can cancel. Take note that 45 is the same as 9 times 5. And 35 is the same as 7 times 5. If we will cancel out 5 in the numerator, we can also cancel out 5 in the denominator. Now, what's left with us here in the numerator is what? We have 7 times 13. Okay? And that's gonna be what? 91. Over, we have here 8 times 9. Again, we have 8 and 9. Okay? And that will be 72. Now, how do we write our answer? Again, the answers or the choices here that we have are in mixed fraction. What do? Is we also change our improper fraction into mixed fraction. So we will divide 91 by 72. We have here 1, 72. We do subtraction, that will give us 19. That's why the answer here, it should be 1 and 19 over 72. I hope we're clear so far on this one. Okay, this is our final answer. And the answer, what number is this? For number 5, should be letter A. Okay, next. Let's go to number 6. Okay, calculate. So actually, the thing is, in the Elmo, what's happening is the what do you call this one? The kind of question every time is just being repeated. It's just that they're changing the numbers like that. Okay. So expect that in most especially in numbers 1 to 30, the pattern of the question will be the same. They're just changing the numbers. Okay. Same thing here. What do we do first? The best way here is again, since it's in a mixed fraction, to easily multiply or divide them, we convert them first into improper fraction. Okay? 5 times 6, that will give us 30. Then we add it here. 30 plus 5, that will give us, excuse me, 35 over 6. Okay? Divided by, here we have 5 times 4 will give us 20. We add that here. That will be 21. Still the same denominator. Times, again, this is times. And then we have here 3 times 3. That's 9. Plus 1 is 10. Okay. Again, 10 plus 1. That's going to be 11. Sorry. I guess I'm already asleep. I just said a while ago. It's 3 times 3 is 9. Again, we add it here. And that will be 10, right? Please forgive me for that one. Okay. This is going to be 10 over 3. Okay. Now, the best way here is, again, we apply our KCF. If we have division, what do you do? Okay, by the way, we will just copy this. Again, keep. We change the sign. If we will change the division into multiplication, simply, automatically flip or get the reciprocal of the next number. And then just copy this. Okay. Now, we will do some cancellation. Okay. Take note that 35 here can be written as 7 times 5. Okay, what else? 21 can be written as 7 times 3. If that's the case, we can cancel here the 7 in the numerator and 7 in the denominator. Also, we can cancel the 3 in the numerator and the 3 in the denominator. Okay? And then take note that the 10 here can be written as, or the same as, 5 times 2. And also, the 4 here is 2 times 2. Okay? So, if we will cancel 5 in the numerator, we can cancel the 5 in the denominator. If we cancel one of the 2's in the numerator, we can cancel the 2 in the denominator. Okay? So now, what is left with us here is, what do we have here? We still have here the 2. I guess I made some mistake. I don't know. Let's double check first. So we have here 5 times 6, 30. 35 over 6. 5 times 4, 20 plus 1, 21 over 4. And then over 3. Okay. We flip it. 35 over 6 times 4 over 31 times... Okay. My bad. So why did you flip the 10 over 3? Okay. Well, please forgive me for that one. I'm already sleepy, I guess. Sorry, my bad. Okay, so again, we will only flip if we change the division into multiplication, okay? What are you doing, sir? Okay, we have here again, I will just copy 35 over 6. Again, if we will change our division into multiplication, what's going to happen is we will flip the 21 over 4. It will become 4 over 21. But again, the next one is still the multiplication and it didn't change the sign. or the operation. So it's still 10 over 3. Okay, please forgive me for that one. Now again, this 35 here is also 7 times 5. This 10 here is 5 times 2. Okay, again the 7 here is 7, sorry, 21 is 7 times 3. There you go. So if we are going to cancel out 7 in the numerator, we can cancel 7 in the denominator. Okay, and then what else can we cancel here? So if we will cancel, let's say, again, take note, by the way, the 6 here can be written as 2, oops, 2 times 3, right? So if we will cancel the 2 here in the numerator, we can cancel this 2 in the denominator. Now, what is left with us is we have here, we have 5, we have 4, and we have another 5. Okay, 5 times 4, that will give us 20, times 5, that will give us 100. Over, we have here, what's left with us on the denominator is what? 3 times 3 times 3. And that will be 27. So again, our answer is in what? Improper fraction so far. What do we do? Since our options or choices are in mixed fraction, we convert that into mixed fraction. So 100 divided by 27, and okay, that one will become 3. 3 times 7 is 81. Subtraction, that will give us 19. So our answer here should be 3 and 19 over 27. Okay, and that's why our answer in number 6, that should be letter what? Letter T. Okay, please forgive me for a while ago. Okay, of course, we're still human. We do some mistakes, right? Okay, that's our answer for number 6. Next, let's go to number 7. Okay, here. So again, as I told you, since a while ago, just like a while ago, okay, since the answer here in the choices are in fraction, so might as well resolve this in fraction form. Okay, so take note that the 1.25, okay, I hope you're familiar with 0.25. That is 1/4, right? So that will be also as, I mean, the same as 1 and 1/4. Okay, take note. This one here is also 1 and 1/4. Now let's continue. So what do we do here is the best way here is again, we're going to transform them first into improper fraction. Okay, 3 times 8, that's 24. We add that here. 24 plus 3 is 27, and then over 8. Okay, and then divided by, again, the 1 and 1/4. So 1 times 4, that will give us 4. Of course, plus 1, that will be 5. So it's 5 over 4 minus, this is going to be 1 times 10 is 10. We add it here. That will be what? 11. Minus 11 over 10. Again, PEMDAS. So what do we do is we will solve first the division. Okay? Although, again, I told you a while ago, we have KCF, right? KCF. We keep the 27 over 8. We change the multiplication into division. Sorry, the division into multiplication. And we flip the 5 over 4 into 4 over 5. And then we have here minus 11 over 10. Okay, next. So again, take note. Okay, that 8 is equal to what? 4 times 2. Okay, so if I'm going to cancel out the 4 here in the numerator, I can cancel out the 4 coming from 8. And if I do that, what's going to be left here is 2 because 8 divided by 4 is 2. Okay? Anything else we can cancel here in our multiplication? No more. So that's going to be now 27 over 10. And minus 11 over 10. As you can see, we now have common denominator and it's going to be so easy, right? It will become now, again, copy the common denominator. And then 27 minus 11, that will be 16. Although, in our answers, okay, they are written in mixed fraction. So we convert them into mixed fraction. So we have here 16 divided by 10, that's 1. Subtraction, that's going to be 6. So the answer, it should be 1 and 6 over 10. However, since the 6 over 10 can still be simplified, take note, both of them are even numbers. Automatically, 6 and 10 are divisible by 2. It will become now 3 over 5. So our final answer should be what? 1 and 3 over 5. So that's our answer in number 7. That should be letter B. Okay? Okay, let's continue. By the way, just in case I will commit again mistakes later on, please forgive me. But I'm not gonna repeat the video recording anymore because it's gonna be taking a lot of time if I will repeat it. Anyway, let's embrace our mistakes, right? Okay, next one, number 8, calculate the answer. So this one again is about our PEMDAS. I hope you can still recall your PEMDAS. Parenthesis, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Okay, so let's start with our addition of 5 over 9 and 5 over 6. So what do we do here? The best way we can do here is to transform them into fraction with similar denominator. Okay? So 9 and 6, their LCD or LCM is 18. So what do you need to multiply to 9 to become over 18? Or to become 18? Times 2, right? So also, if you multiply this times 2, you multiply this also by 2. To become 5 times 2 is 10. Now, how about 5 over 6? What do you need to multiply to 6 to become 18? 3. Times 3. Times 3 also. So, what's going to happen here is 5 times 3 is 15. 6 times 3 is 18. So, that's going to be easier now, right? So, it will become now 10 plus 15 is 25. So, that means to say that this whole thing here is 25 over 18. Okay, next. Let's do this one. Okay, we have now this one also we will transform into improper fraction. 4 times 9, 36. Plus 5 is 41. So 41 over 9. Oopsie. Minus the quantity. 4 minus divided by 5 over 6. Okay. Which one is next? Of course, you will do first the division. Okay. Let's focus first on the division. So it's going to be now 25 over 18. I prepare blue here. Sorry. 25 over 18. Again, KCF, right? I will change the division into multiplication and I will flip the 5 over 6 as 6 over 5. Now, can we cancel something here? Yes. Okay. If I cancel the 6 here, I can cancel the 6 from 18 and it will become 3 because 18 divided by 6 is 3. Now, if I cancel the 5 in the denominator, I can cancel the 5 coming from 25. And 25 divided by 5 is also 5. So now, it means to say that this, when simplified, will become what? 5 over 3. Now, we will continue. This will become now 41 over 9 minus the quantity 4 minus 5 over 3. I hope you can all follow. Now, next, Okay, 4 minus 5 over 3. Sir, what do I do here? The best way we can do here is this. Let's just transform 4 into a fraction with denominator 3. Sir, how? Well, isn't it that 12 over 3 is also equal to 4? Sir, why 12 over 3, by the way? Because it's now gonna be similar denominator, right? Okay, again, 12 over 3 is the same as 4. I just happened that we should have the same denominator. That's why I use 3. Next, I will just copy minus 5 over 3. Here you go. So, this one we can simplify right away. It will become 7 over what? 3. But take note that we still have here the 41 over 9. Okay? So, 41 over 9 minus this. Now, what do we do here? Take note that the 7 over 3, we can transform that into a fraction with denominator 9. How? LCD, right? How do you convert or transform 3 into 9? What do you do? Multiplied by 3. But same also with your numerator. Multiply with 3. To become now, we have 41 over 9 minus 21 over 9. It's gonna be, okay, same denominator, copy, it's gonna be 20. But again, in our answer, it's in a mixed fraction. So what do we do here is what? We will divide or we will transform that into a mixed fraction. 20 over 9, that's going to be what? 2. 18, subtraction, that is 2. So the answer is equal to what? 2. Again, the denominator is 9 and the remainder here is 2. And this is our final answer. 2 and 2 over 9 for number 8. And that is letter E. Oopsie. This one. Okay? I hope we're still doing good. Next one, number 9. So this one here, by the way, just the basic multiplication, right? So you can always double check this one using calculator, but the best way you can do here is to always keep on practicing, okay? Manually, because again, this one you're taking here in Elmo is time-based, okay? So what do we do here? Just the basic multiplication. 4 times 3, 12. 2 carry 1. 4 times 7, 28 plus 1 is 29, carry 2. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 2 is 10. How many decimal values? 1, 2. So, what do you do? From the right, 1, 2. It's gonna be now 10.92. And that's why the answer for number 9, it should be letter C. Okay? I guess there's no need to explain that one further. Number 10. So, still the same multiplication. Okay? I know this is basic for you already. I'll just show the solution. 3 times 8, 24. Carry 2. 3 times 3 is 9. Plus 2 is 11. 5 times 3. 5 times 8 is 40. 0 carry 4. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 4 is 19. 4, 1, 0, 1, 20. How many decimal values? 1, 2. When I say decimal values, how many numbers are there after the decimal point? So we have the 8 and the 3. So starting from the right side, 1, 2. The answer, it should be 20.14. So the answer for number 10, it should be letter D. Okay. Next, number 11. It's still the same kind of question. Again, this one here, the best way you can do or to deal with this is to keep on practicing. Okay. 4 times 7, 28. 8 carry 2. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 2 is 14. 4 carry 1. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. 3 times 7, 21. Carry 2. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 carry 1. Oopsie. There, carry 1. 3 times 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. 8, 5, 4, 1, 1. Okay. Now, how many decimal values do we have? Oopsie. 1, 2. So 1, 2. That's why the answer for number 11, it should be 114.58. And that is letter A. Okay, let's just continue. Anyway, those numbers here, there are just pure computations with less analysis. Okay, next number 12, still the same thing. Okay, this is just exercise of your multiplication. 6 times 4, 24, carry 2. 6 times 5, 30, plus 2 is 32. 2 carry 3. 6 times 1, 6, plus 3 is 9. 8 times 4, 32. 2 carry 3. 8 times 5, 40, plus 3 is 43. Carry 4. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 4 is 12. 4, 4, 2, 1, 3, 1. Okay, let's count the number of decimal place or decimal values. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 numbers after your decimal point. So there are 4 decimal values. From the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. The answer here, it should be 1.3244. And the answer, it should be what? The answer for number 12, it should be letter C. This one. 1.3244. Okay, next. 13. There you go. This is your division. So as you can see, the first part is really kind of easy, right? It's just that, again, as I will just keep on telling you, this is time-based. So you need to be very quick or fast and also accurate. That's why you need to keep on practicing. Okay. Next one, number 13. So division. So how do we divide this? Simply the typical division. Okay. 50 divided by 7. That is gonna be 7, right? 7 times 7 is 49. Subtraction is gonna be 1. Okay, now the moment that we bring down a number after a decimal point, we have to put already decimal point here. Or the other way around is that you should always consider that these points here are actually aligned. Okay, now we have here 15. And then divide by 2. That will give us what? 2. 2 times 7 is going to be 14 here. Subtraction. We have what? Of course, 1. Okay, next. Take note that there are infinite numbers of zeros here. Let's just continue. So we have here now 10. Okay, by 7 is going to be 1. Times 7 is 7. And then subtraction, that will give us 3. Okay, now, if you will check our answer, I guess you can already see in the options that the answer should be letter B. Okay, 7.21, and then the 0.03 is this one. Okay, anyway, that one can be easily seen. Okay, next, calculate the answer here. So this one here, by the way, the best way we can solve this is to adjust first your divisor. We have to move this to the right, but also the same with this one. One move each, okay? Depending on your divisor. So if you move your divisor 1 unit to the right, so also here in your dividend. Okay, next. So it's gonna be now 62.6 divided by 33. Now the answer here, it should be what? Of course, it's gonna be 1. Okay, because if it's 2, 33 is already more than. Okay. Okay, next one here is gonna be 33. We will do subtraction. Okay, it's gonna be 12 minus 33, that's gonna be 9. It's now 5 minus 3, that's gonna be 29. Okay? Excuse me. Now, again, our rule here is that the moment we bring down a number after a decimal point, let's say 6 here, we have to put already our decimal point. Or again, this 2 here, they should be aligned. Okay, next. 296 divided by 33. Actually, you can estimate. Mm, if you will try 9, 3 times 9 is what? 27. However, it's 33. So, maybe you should try 8. 8 times 3 is 24. Carry 2. 8 times 3, again 24 plus 2 is 26. If you do subtraction, it's going to be 2 and 3. So the remainder is actually 32. So we're in good condition because if we will go further like 9, it will be over 296 already. Next, again take note, there are infinite numbers of zeros here. Bring it down. We have here now 320 divided by 33. Again, I guess it's already safe to say that we can use 9 here already because the 8 times 33 is just 264. Okay, so 9 times 3 is 27. Carry 2. Again, 9 times 3 is 27 plus 2 is 29. Subtraction, we will have here 23. And actually, from the choices, you can already see the answer that it's gonna be letter A, 1.89, and then with the remainder of 0. Okay, 0.23 here. Okay, anyway, the 23 you can easily see it. Okay, it's the only option with the 23. Next one, 15. There's so many of this. Anyway, let's do this already. Again, we can, what we do is, we will have to adjust first our divisor. So if we will need to move here 1 unit to the right, we have to move this one also 1 unit to the right. It's gonna be now 341.5 divided by 72. Okay, now let's divide that one. Estimate, okay, 341 divided by 72. If you will use 5, estimate that 7 times 5 is actually 35, right? So 72 times 5 is gonna be 350 and above. So we should use only 6. Sorry, 6. We should only use 4. Get this TP. Okay. So 4 times 8, 2 is gonna be 8. And then 4 times 7 is gonna be 28. We do subtraction here. This is gonna be what? 11 minus 8 is 3. This one here now is gonna be what? 3. 4, 13. Minus 8 is gonna be 5. Okay, we have now 53. Again, the moment we bring down a number after a decimal point, we have to put here already a decimal point. So we have now here 535 divided by 72. So what do we do? Can we use 8? 8 times 7 is 56. So it's already more than 53. Right? So we should try only around 7. Let's try 7. So we have here 7. 7 times 2 is going to be 14. 4 carry 1. 7 times 7 is 49. Plus 1 is 50. Subtraction, we have here. I guess this one can be easily seen. This is going to be 31. Okay? Now we have here. Okay. Take note that there are infinite numbers of zeros here. Bring down one of the zero. It's going to be 310. Divided by 72. You can use your 4. It's like a while ago, right? Actually, we used 4 a while ago. And it's going to be 288. So 288. Subtraction. You will have here again. 10 minus 8 is going to be 2. This will become 10 already. Minus 8 is 2. 22. Okay. And I guess you already saw the answer. It should be letter E. Okay. Next. 16. There's so many of this. Again, the same procedure here. Move 1 to the right. Move 1 to the right. Again, our basis is the divisor. So it's going to be now 908.7 divided by, we have here 84. Okay, let's do this. We have 16. Sorry, number 16 already. We're almost there. Okay. So let's divide this one. Okay, let's start. Actually, we can start directly with 90 because 90 can still be divided with 84. Okay, and it's gonna be 1, right? 1 times 84 is 84. We do subtraction. That is 6. Then bring down 8. Now, 68 divided by 84, we cannot do that. 68 is smaller. Okay, use your 0 times 84 is 0. Subtraction. That is 68. And again, take note, the moment we bring down a number, after our decimal point, we have to put decimal point already. So this is going to be 687 divided by 8. Okay. Let's do some estimate. Maybe we can use here 8. Because 8 times 8 is 64, right? That's the closest. Because if we will use 9 here, 9 times 8 is 72. So it's going to be 700 plus already. So we will just use here 8. 8 times 4 is 32. Carry 3. 8 times 8 is 64. Plus 3 is 67. Subtraction. That will give us here 5, 1. Okay, 15. And again, there are infinite numbers of zeros here. We bring down that 0. We have now 150. Divided by 84. That should be what? 1. Okay, it's going to be 84 here. Actually, upon solving, you can easily see that the answer is already there, right? It's 10.81 and there's no other answer closer to that. If we will subtract this, we will have here 6. This is going to be also 6. So the answer here, it should be letter D. Okay, next, 17. Okay, still the same procedure. There's so many of this. So, okay, 1 to the right, 1 to the right. So again, as I will just keep on repeating. Based on the Elmo review that I checked, almost the questions from every year are they're just reusing the same template actually. Okay, they're just changing the numbers or the values. So it's the best way. The best way is that you can have to practice those previous years reviewer. Okay, so we have here now 935.8 divided by 414. Okay, next. Let's start with 935 divided by 414. Definitely, you should use here 2. Okay, it's gonna be 8, 2, 8. Subtraction, this is gonna be 15. Minus 8 is 7. This is gonna be now 2. Minus 2 is of course 0. And 9 minus 8 is gonna be 1. 107. Okay, next. Again, the moment that we will bring down a number after a decimal point, we have to put a decimal point already here on top. We have now here 1078 divided by 414. That should be what? Can we use 3? If we will use 3, 3 times 414 is going to be 1,200 something already, or more than 1,200. We cannot use 3. So let's still use 2. And you know already, it's going to be 828. Oops. Subtraction, we have 0. We have here 5. And we have 2. Okay? 250 again. We have here infinite number of zeros. Let's bring down one of the zeros. It's now gonna be 2,500. Okay, so the best way we can estimate here is what? If we will use 6, that could be, because 6 times 4 is 24. That is quite close to 25, right? Let's try 6 here. 6 times 4, 24. Carry 2. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 2 is 8. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtraction, this will be what? 16. And I guess you're able to see already what's the answer, right? it should be letter E, 2.26, and then the remainder here, we have the 0.060. Okay, next, number 18. Oh, there you go. So we're done already with multiplication and division of fractions. So this one here already is about algebra, okay? Like mostly solving for the variable already. So we have here x, or the quantity x divided by 4 times 9 is equal to 54. Now the question is, solve for the equation, or solve the equation. It means to say, find the value of x. Okay? So what do we do here? Take note that this one here can be also written as x over 4, okay, times 9 is equal to 54. Okay? But also, this one here can, okay, actually there are different versions of this that you can do, but maybe one way that we can use is that we can directly multiply this one on the left. Take note that 9 can be written also as 9 over 1. Okay, now when you multiply that, how do you multiply fraction? Numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator. It's gonna be x times 9 is 9x over 4 is equal to 54. Now, what do we do here? Okay, we have to multiply both sides by what? Because your goal here is to solve for the value of x. So my two rules here, the one I keep on teaching my students, is that although I just made this up, but I hope this one will help. Two rules in solving for x or any variable. You make the variable positive and solo. Now, is the variable here already positive? Check. Okay? Is the variable already solo? Not yet. Because on the left side, there's still 9 and 4. Okay? Or 9 over 4. Now, sir, what do we do? How do we remove that? Well, the best way we can do here is to simply multiply this by 4 over 9, or the reciprocal, so that you can cancel the 4, you can cancel the 9. However, again, take note, this is an equation. And the rule of equation, okay, the rule of equality is that whatever happens on one side also happens on the other side to retain the equality. Now, you also have to multiply this by 4 over 9. Okay, now we have here x equals, my pen is not working. I don't know what happened. Okay, x equals, now 54 divided by 9, that will give you what? 6. And 6 times 4, that is 24. So it means to say, the answer is what? Simply 24. And the answer in 18 is letter C. Again, for those who are confused with this one, what happened is that, isn't it you're going to multiply 54 times 4 over 9, right? So take note, it will become also 54 times 4 over 9. And you know that 54 divided by 9 is 6. Now 6 times 4 is 24. Okay? Let's go to number 19. This is still, I'm just fixing it. Okay, this is still about solving for x. Okay? So again, I will repeat the two rules I mentioned a while ago. Positive, and then solo. You make the variable positive, you make the variable solo, you're good. Now, look at this one. Is your variable already positive? Not yet. It's actually negative, right? I mean to say, what you can do here is what? Since it's negative on the left side, what you can do is you can actually move it on the right side. What's going to happen? It will become positive. So now what's going to happen here? I will make this one as 3.3 minus 1 and 1 half is equal to, oopsie, 3 and 4 over 5. The x again, it will become, my 5 looks awkward. It will become plus x. Because again, the rule of transposition is that If it's negative on the left side, it becomes positive on the right side. Okay? Again, if it's negative, it becomes positive. If it's positive, it becomes negative. That's how you transpose. Okay? Now, so is the variable x already positive? Check. Is it already solo? Not yet. What do? The 3 and 4 over 5, you transpose that on the left side. So what's going to happen here now is going to be 3.3 minus 1 and 1 half. The 3 and 4 over 5, it will become negative 3 and 4 over 5 is equal to x. Now, the x is already solo. Okay? Although, we're not yet simplified. I mean, we're not yet done because it's still not simplified. The one on the left side. So, let's simplify that one. Okay? And about this one here, okay, what we can do is what? The best way here, since as you can see in the answers, okay, in the options, the options are already exact numbers, okay? They're integers, no more decimal values. So maybe there's something with the decimals. Upon solving, decimals actually will be cancelled out, okay? So, what do we do here? Let's just convert all of them first into decimals. Okay, now you can do fractions or decimal, it's okay. But in this case, since, again, there's no more fraction here, we're free to use decimals already. So 3.3, what's happening with my pen? For what? 3.3 minus 1.5. Again, take note. 1 half is 0.5 minus 3.8. Okay? Is equal to x. Are you very good here? Next one. Take note, uh, the 1.5 and the 3.8 are both negative. Let's combine them first. So it's gonna be now, when you combine 1.5 and 3.8, that will become what? 5.3. But again, that's negative. So we have now here 3.3 minus 5.3 is equal to x. And I guess you know the answer already. This is going to be negative 2 is equal to x, or the proper way is that x is equal to negative 2. And that's already the answer. So the answer for number 19, it should be letter B. Okay? Question? I hope we're good here. Why am I asking questions? This is just recording. Sorry. I'm just used to it. Next, let's proceed already. Number 20. Okay. Okay. So again, if you'll check the choices here, it's in fraction. You can just say, when we solve, let's also do it in fraction. So take note, the 4.5 here is the same as 4 and 1 half. I'm hoping you're familiar with basic fractions, okay? 1 half is 0.5, right? And then next is, what do? Let's transform all our fractions. Again, it's so easy to operate our fraction if it's in what? Improper fraction. Okay? It's so easy to multiply, divide, add, and subtract. So, it will become now x divided by, it will become 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5. It's gonna be 5 over 2. Next, minus, it will become now 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. It's gonna be 9 over 2. Okay, is equal to, again, this one here will become 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 is 5. Okay, again, so we're solving for x. Our two rules, positive and solo. Okay, is the variable x here already positive? Check. Okay, check. However, is it already solo? Not yet. So what do is all of this here. Okay, by the way, not yet. We cannot transform yet. I forget something. Take note, this is division, right? We cannot do transposition yet. So let's simplify that one first. It will become what? KCF again. KCF. We keep the x. We multiply. We change the division into multiplication. And we flip. And then minus 9 over 2 is equal to 5 over 4. Take note, this one here, when you simplify, it will just be what? 2x over 5. Okay? Minus 9 over 2 is equal to 5 over 4. Now, we can do transposition already. We have now here, again, your goal is to make the x solo already. We have here now 2x over 5 is equal to 5 over 4. The negative 9 over 2, it will become positive 9 over 2. We have now here 2x over 5 is equal to, okay, take note, we can transform them into fraction with similar denominator. How? So this 2, how do you convert to as 4? I mean, you can use your LCD method, right? Or LCM method. So both of them, well, 5 times 4. I mean, we can transform both of them into denominator 4. How? Multiply this one by 2. Multiply this also by 2. Okay? So it's now gonna be 18. What's wrong with my pen? 18 over 4. It's gonna be 2x over 5 is equal to 23 over 4. Okay? I hope we're good so far. Now what do we do here? If we encounter this kind of given already, what you can do is do cross multiplication. What's 2x times 4? That's gonna be 8x. And then 5 times 23, that's gonna be what? 115. Now, how do you solve for x? Again, x here is not yet solo because there's an 8. What do? If you divide the left side by 8, you can actually cancel out the 8. But again, the rule of equality is that whatever you do on one side, you also do on the other side to retain the equality. Now you have your x equals the 115 over 8, again, is an improper fraction. Let's convert that into a mixed fraction. It is going to be, of course, 1, 8, subtraction, it's going to be 3. 5 is going to be 4, times 8 is 32. So we have here, remainder 3. It's going to be 14. Okay, forever. Use the green. 14, and again, the denominator is still 8. The remainder is 3. So the answer, what number is this? In number 20, it should be letter A. It's 14 and 3 over 8. Okay? I hope we're doing good here. Next, 21. By the way, just in case you can discover a different solution, a better solution, an easier one, a quicker solution, that's much better. Okay? Next, 21. Okay, as you can see here, in the choices, there is no these decimals, there's no fractions. These are what? Exact numbers, okay? Whole numbers. So expect that we will cancel all the fractions, we will cancel all the decimals. Okay, so although, what we can try here? Okay, so since the 1 over 6, that's actually a what? A repeating decimal. Let's just stick with fractions, okay? But again, let's first convert both of them, this one and this one, into fractions. I mean, improper fractions. Take note that 1.5 is also the same as what? 3 over 2, or 1 and 1/2, right? Now let's just transform them into improper fraction. This is going to be x times 4 times 6 is 24, plus 1 is 25, over 6, divided by, okay, this one is 1 times 2 is 3. Sorry, 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Sometimes my thinking is so advanced. Okay, I mean, the answer is coming right away and I cannot control it. So we have here 3 over 2 is equal to 25. I hope you're still good and I hope you can see or read my beautiful handwriting. Okay, next one. So again, this is gonna be x times 25 over 6. Since you can see here division, you can apply KCF. Okay? You multiply, and then it will become now 2/3 is equal to 25. Now, let's just solve this first on the left side. We have here, okay. By the way, I guess we can cancel out something, right? Check that, okay, let's focus first on the left side, If you will multiply them again, it's gonna be x times 25 times 2 all over 6 times 3. That's what's gonna happen. So take note that 6 here can be written also as 2 times 3. Now, if we will cancel the 2 in the numerator, we can cancel the 2 in the denominator. Now, what was left with us here is we will have what? Okay, this is the color. Again, no more 6 here, no more 6. We have 3 and 3, and then 25. And of course, x. So we have now here 25x over 9 is equal to 25. Now, what do we do here? Actually, if you will analyze right away, the answer is 9. But let me just show you. Take note that 25 can be written as 25 over 1. And then, cross multiplication. We have here 25x times 1 is 25x. Then 9 times 25, we put it here. Now, both sides have 25. We can cancel that. And what was left with us is x is equal to 9. Okay? That's why the answer for number 21, it should be letter E. It's 9. Again, the variable x here is already positive and so low. Next. Okay. Now, for this one here, what I can say about this one, as you can see, there are variables already, both left and right. What you can do is you check which one here on the x, or which coefficient of x, has the bigger coefficient. Sorry if I do some redundant there. I mean, which one is bigger here? 4 and 5 over 18 or 11 over 18? Of course, the 4 and 5 over 18, right? Now, what do we do here is we are going to adjust or we are going to transpose the one with the smaller coefficient. What do we mean now is what we're going to do now is that we're putting all those with variable x on the left side. Now, those numbers, those values that are constant without any variable, we'll put them on the right side. It means to say this one here will transform on the right side. Now, what's going to happen? Of course, we will keep the 4 and 5 over 18 here, x. The 11 over 18x, if we transpose that, it will become negative 11 over 18x. On the right side, we have 2 and 8 over 9. Nothing happens. But the negative 3 and 2 over 9 will become plus 3 and 2 over 9. Okay, let's just combine them. Okay, so if you will check 5 over 18 minus 11 over 18, we cannot do that right away because 11 over 18 is bigger than 5 over 18. So, borrow, it will become now 3 and what? The 5, you add 18 there. Or simply, it will become 3 and 1 and 5 over 18. I hope you see what happened. Again, we borrowed 1 from the 4. It becomes 3 now. Minus 11 over 18x is equal to 2 and 8 over 9 plus 3 and 2 over 9. Now, take note that 1 here, since our denominator is 18, take note that 18 over 18 that's also 1 because 18 divided by 18 is just 1. Okay? Now, what I'm saying is that we can transform that into 18 over 18 so that it's easier to combine. We have now here 3 plus 18 over 18 plus 5 over 18 minus 11 over 18 x. By the way, we forgot the x already here. My bad. There should be an x here, right? I'm sorry for that. There should be an x here. Is equal to 2 and 8 over 9 plus 3 and 2 over 9. Now, this is the same as 3. Sorry if I made it a bit longer. I'm just hoping that you can still follow. Again, there's an x here. Minus 11 over 18x is equal to 2 and 8 over 9 plus 3 and 2 over 9. This one we can subtract already. It's going to be 3 and 23 minus 11, that's going to be what? 12. 3 and 12 over 18x is equal to, this one here will become 5 and 10 over 9. Okay? Now, let's just, what do we do? Let's solve them. Let's transform all of them first into an improper fraction. 3 times 18. Okay. That will give us what? 54, right? 54 plus 12, that will give us 66. So 66x over 18 is equal to 5 times 9 is 45 plus 10 is 55 over 9. This is kind of long. Okay. Although again, in your practice later on, you can actually do here some cancellation. I'm just showing the whole thing. Okay, next. Okay, what else we can do here? Since you can see here that this is 18, this is 9. You can transform the 55 over 9 into a fraction with denominator 18, right? What do we do is just multiply this by 2 and it's also by 2. We have now here 66x over 18 is equal to 110 over 18. If you'll see, we can cancel this. You have now here 66x is equal to 110. Okay? I know I tried solving this a while ago and I have a shorter solution. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so what can happen here? Again, solve for x, right? Again, our two rules, positive and solo. So we divide this by, it's already positive. Check. Now we just have to make the x solo. Divide this by 66. Divide this by 66. Cancel 66. X is equal to 110 over 66. Now, if you will check, both of them are still divisible by the same number, right? Let's try 2, right? It will become now, both of them divide by 2. Divide by 2. It will become 55 over 33. Okay? Now, you're able to see that both of them are actually divisible by 11. So divide by 11. Divide by 11. X is equal to 5 over 3. Or in other term, okay, that will be what? 1 and 2 over 3. Because, again, 5 divided by 3, that is 1. That is going to be 3 here. Subtraction, remainder 2. Okay? 1 and 2 over 3. That is letter D. Okay? Although, again, for some advanced students, what you can do later on, you can do some quick solutions here. Again, I just try to show the whole process. Okay. Next, 23. Find the value of x. So this is already ratio and proportion. Now, the rule for ratio and proportion is that the product of your means is equal to your extremes. Although, the best way here is still, since in our answer there are fractions, we will retain the fractions, but we have to transform them first into improper fraction. 4 times 6, 24. We have plus 1, 25. So 25 over 6, just copy that, is equal to 3 times 5, 15, plus 3 is 18, over 5 is 2, 3. Now, again, multiply these two here. They should be the same. Okay, if you multiply 25 over 6 times 18 over 5, take note that if you cancel that 5 here in the denominator, you can cancel the 5 here coming from the numerator. And if you cancel 5 from 25, there will be 5 more left. Okay? Now, if you cancel 6 here in the denominator, you can cancel the 6 from 18, and there will be a 3 left. Now, what we have here is what? You will have here that the product is equal to 15. So this is 15. Okay? Next. Hey, why did I erase it? Sorry. Yeah, 15. Now, what's x times 3? That's gonna be 3x. Again, it means that 3x is equal to 15. How do you solve for x again? Two rules. Positive and solo. Is it already positive, the x? Yes. Solo? Not yet. What do we do? Divide this by 3. Again, both sides. Cancel the 3. And then, x is equal to 15 over 3. That's going to be 5. So the answer here in number 23 should be letter C. Okay? I hope we're good. Next, 24. Still the same rule here, the same process. Means and extremes should be the same. So let's just convert them first into improper fraction. 5 times 8, 40. Plus 5 is 45 over 8. And then we have here is to x is equal to 5 is to, I'm sorry right now if you can hearing some noise. This my friend, my dormmate is doing some exercise. Okay. Now we have here 5 times x. That's gonna be what? 5x. And then, okay. Why didn't you, sir, convert the 6 into over 9? My bad. Sorry. Please forgive me. 6 times 9, that's gonna be 54. Plus 2 is gonna be 56 over 9. So now let's multiply them. So we have here 45 over 8 times 56 over 9. Now, if I cancel the 9 here in the denominator, I can cancel the 9 coming from 45, and there will be a 5 left. Because 5 times 9 is 45, right? And then, if I cancel the 8 here in the denominator, I can cancel the 8 coming from 56, and there will be a 7 left. Because 7 times 8 is 56. Now, what do we have here? It's gonna be what? 5 times 7 is 35. Now, it means to say that this one here is 35. It means that 5x is equal to 35. Again, two rules. Positive. And then, solo. Is the variable x already positive? Yes. Solo? Not yet. What do we do? Divide by 5. Divide by 5. Cancel. X now should be equal to 7. The answer here, it's letter B. Okay, so number 24, it should be letter B. Let's continue. It's still the same kind of question. Let's just transform them into improper fraction first, okay? Sorry, the video is kind of long. It's already 1 hour and 20 minutes on my end. Anyway, it will become, so I will try to jump already on some processor, okay? 1 times 21 is 21, plus 19, it's gonna be what? 40 over 21 is to 4 is equal to 3 times 7 is 21, plus 3 is 24. 24 over 7 is 2 x. Again, means, and then extremes. So definitely, 4 over 21 times x is gonna be, of course, 40 x over 21. Now let's multiply 4 and 24 over 7. So we have here 4 times 24 over 7. It's gonna be what? 4 times 24 over 7. Now, I didn't simplify yet because maybe later on we can cancel out something. So again, this is gonna be 4 times 24 over 7. These two should be equal. So we have here 40x over 21 is equal to 4 times 24 over 7. If we cross multiply them like this, we will have here 40 times x times 7 is equal to 4 times 24 times 21. Now look at this. We can actually do some cancellation. Okay, if I cancel 7 here on the left side, you're not seeing the one on the right side. Pero well, my bad. There you go. Please forgive me for that. Now, if you cancel this one here, the 7 on the left side, you can cancel the 7 coming from 21, and there will be a 3 left. If I cancel the 8 coming from 40, it will be 5. And also, we will cancel the 8 here, there will be 3. Now, what was left with us here is what? We have here 5x is equal to, we have still 4 times 3 times 3, that's gonna be 36. So solve for x again, 2 rules. Okay, 2 rules. Positive, solo. Is the x already positive? Check. Solo, not yet. What do you do? Divide by 5. And then divide by 5. What you have here now, cancel 5. You have here the x is equal to 36 over 5. Since our answer here are all in mixed fraction, and what we do is we also convert this into mixed fraction. We have now 36 divided by 5. Of course, it's going to be 7 times 5 is 35. We have a remainder of 1. So the answer should be what? 7. The denominator is 5 and the remainder is 1. It should be 7 and 1 over 5. It means to say our answer in number 25, it should be what? Letter A. Okay? I hope we can still follow here. Next. Okay, next one. So express the ratio in simplest natural number form. Okay. What do we do here? So as you can see, there are no more decimals or fraction step here. So we have the option. We can use either decimal or fraction in solving. But as you can see, there is a fraction here, 2/3. That is a fraction that is repeating. So I advise just use fractions, because if you will convert that into decimal, it will become repeating number. Now, Let's transform all of them first into a fraction. Take note that 2.1 is the same as 2 and 1 over 10. Okay? Now let's just transform all of them into a mixed fraction. Sorry, improper fraction. 2 times 10, that is 20. This is going to be 21. 21 over 10. This is 4 times 3 is 12. Plus 2 is 14. So 14 over 3. Next, this is 2 times 2. 2 times 20 is 40. Plus 9 is 49 over 20. Now, their goal here is to actually simplify them, okay, into natural numbers. Now, if you will check, all the numerators here, we have 21, 14, and 49. All of them are actually multiples of 7. That means to say we can cancel out something. Why don't we just divide all of them first by 7? Divide this by 7, divide this by 7, divide this by 7. Again, take note that this is ratio and proportion. It means to say it's okay if we will divide it by 7 as long as all of them should be divided by 7. Now, it's going to be now, the 21 by 7 is going to be 3. It's now going to be 3 over 10 is 2. The 14 divided by 7 is going to be 2 over 3. The 49 by 7 is going to be, of course, 7 over 20. Okay, however, still, this is in a fraction form. What do we do is we have to remove the denominator. What do we do, sir? Now, look for the LCM. For the LCD, 10, 3, and 20. What's the LCM of these three numbers? It's actually 60. Okay, what do we do? All of them, we turn into a fraction with denominator 60. Okay, 60, 60, and 60. Okay, now, what do we need to multiply? Oh, sorry, here's what we're going to do. 60 divided by 10 is 6. Times 3 is 18. Next, 60 divided by 3 is 20. Okay, times 2 is 40. Next, 60 divided by 20 is 3. Times 7 is 21. Now, all of them have the same denominator. You can just cancel that. And we have here now 18 is to 40 is to 21. And they don't have any more common factor. That's already our final answer. And that's why the answer here in number 26, it should be letter D. Okay? I hope we're good so far. Oh, we're almost done. Last 4. Okay. Okay, this one here, I guess number 27 is quite easy. Let's do this one a bit faster. 7 minus 4.2. Again, this one is femless. This is going to be 2.8 plus 4. Sorry, plus 2. This is going to be 4.8. 6 minus 4.8. It's going to be what? It's going to be 1.2. Okay. And then, we have here negative 4 and 1/5. Take note that 1/5 or 1 over 5 is the same as 0.2. So it means this is also negative 4.2. My handwriting is so good. Again, 1/5 is just 0.2. So this is also negative 4.2. If we will combine these two numbers here, what do we get? Negative 3. That's why the answer for number 27, it should be negative 3. And that is letter A. Next, we have here division, multiplication, division. This one here is just a negative number. Now, we can mix all of them all together. It's just that since our answers here are in fraction, so let's stay in fraction. Let's convert first all of them into fractions. So 3 and 7 over 3.75 is going to be 3 and 3/4. This is 2 and 4 over 7. This is 8.4. That's going to be 8 and 2 over 5. I hope you know your basic fractions. And then, next here, let's transform all of them into improper fractions. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 3 here, it's going to be 15. So it's now 15 over 4 divided by this one here. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 4 is 18 over 7. Okay, times, again, this is just negative, that's why there's a parenthesis. Negative 3 times 5 is 15, plus 3 is 18 over 5. Divided by, this is going to be 8 times 5 is 40, plus 2 is 42 over 5. Now what do we do here is we can actually solve them all together, since we can combine all together the division and multiplication. It's just that we have to apply KCF. Again, if we're going to change our division into multiplication, we have to flip, right? So we have to keep the 15 over 4. Now again, if we will change the division into multiplication, the 18 over 7, it will become now 7 over 18 times negative 18 over 5. Again, another one, division again. If we will change that into multiplication, we have to flip. It will become 5 over 42. Okay, now we can easily operate them because it's now, everything is now multiplication. Okay, now take note, by the way, there is one negative sign here. So expect your answer should be negative. That's why actually here, all the choices are actually negative. Okay, next, let's do some cancellation. Okay, so if I cancel the 5 here in the numerator, I can cancel the 5 in the denominator. Next, if I cancel the 8 in here, I can cancel the 8 in here. Again, it should be clear. If you cancel a number in the numerator, you also cancel it in the denominator. Next, what else can we cancel here? Okay, there. We have 7. If I cancel 7 in the numerator, I can cancel the 7 coming from 42, and there will be a 6 left, because 7 times 6 is 42. Or 42 divided by 7 is 6, right? Next, what else are left here? Okay, we still have 15. Take note, 15 can be written as 5 times 3, and 6 is 2 times 3. So if we cancel the 3 here, we can cancel this 3. Okay, now what is left with us here is we have what? Of course, we have a negative sign, right? Negative sign. And then we have here 5 in the numerator. And then what else? We have 4 and we have 2. And 4 times 2, that's going to be 8. That's why our answer in number 28 is letter C, negative 5 over 8. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. My back is hurting already. Anyway, it's just 1:33 in the timer here. Excuse me. There. So actually, I also saw this question in the previous year's Elmo, like 2023, 2022, if I'm not mistaken. So again, what they're doing is they're just changing the numbers. Okay? So let's just continue here. So if you encounter this kind of question, what do you do? Since it means they have solutions are equal, it means to say the value of x here and the value of x here, they're the same. Again, the values of x are the solutions. Okay? Now, what we do is we will first solve for x here, and then we replace it here. Now, let's solve first for x. We have 2. Okay, that one, by the way, I can directly convert this one as 2x over 9. It's the same thing, huh? Plus 5 over 6 is equal to, this one I can directly transform this one as 1x over 6. However, again, we don't say 1x or we don't write 1x. Simply, we will put x over 6. This one. And then, what else? So since we have here a mixed fraction, let's just transform that into improper fraction. Again, while we're solving, we can use improper fraction. So 1 times 9 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So plus 10 over 9. Okay, again, I just tried to rewrite this into this one. I hope you can follow. X. We will solve for x. What do we do? My suggestion is, since they're x's on both sides, we check which one has the higher exponent. Is it 2 over 9 or 1 over 6? Of course, 2 over 9 is greater. That's why what do we do is we will put all the values of x on the left side. I mean, all the x on the left side, and all those terms without x on the right side. Now, what's going to happen? It's going to be now 2x over 9 minus x over 6. Again, because you will transpose, right? The x over 6 becomes negative. Is equal to, I will just skip here the 10 over 9. Now, the 5 over 6, it will become minus 5 over 6. Okay? Now, let's do this one. Okay. So we have here, okay, by the way, for you not to be confused, this is 2 over 9. And this is what again? 1 over 6. Minus 1 over 6. So what do we do? Let's just transform them into fractions with similar denominator. So LCD is 18. Right? 9 and 6. So this one over 18 over 18. So 18 divided by 9 is 2. Times 2 is 4. 18 divided by 6 is 3. Times 1 is 3. Subtraction. It's going to be 1 over 18. Okay? So this is going to be 1 over 18x. Or simply, what you can write is x over 18. Okay, again, we don't write anymore 1x. Next is equal to, let's subtract this one. We have 10 over 9 minus 5 over 6. Again, same thing a while ago. Let's transform them into fraction with similar denominator, LCD. LCD of 9 and 6, we have 18. So 18 divided by 9 is 2, times 10 is 20, minus 18 divided by 6 is 3, times 5 is 15. So this is going to be, what? 20 minus 5 is, 20 minus 15 is 5 over 18. This is 5 over 18. Okay? And I guess I did some mistake here for a while. I will just check. So what did you do? What happened there? What did I do wrong here? Well, let's just double check. Please forgive me. So 2 over 9, we have plus 5 over 6, x over 6, 9, okay? I definitely missed something here. I will just repeat this one for a while. Let's just double check here. We have here 10 over 9, this one. 10 over 9 minus 5 over 6. Both of them will become over 18. Over 18. So, it become times 2. 20 over 18. This times 3. 15 over 18. This can be 5 over 18, right? Yeah. I am already sleepy. I am so sorry. Let me repeat this one. That's okay. That's also the other way. I mean, the other thing you have to take note. So, the advantage of having multiple choice, right? If you see that the answer is not in the choices, you can just keep on repeating. Anyway, let's practice this one again. Sorry for that one. We have 2x over 9 plus 5 over 6 is equal to 1. 1 over 6x, right? Again, that 1, we can write that as x over 6. Another mistake again, please forgive me. And then this one here, 1 times 9 is 9, plus 1 is 10, so 10 over 9. Next, we will transpose this one on the left side. we will transpose this on the right side. What's going to happen? It's going to be now 2x over 9 minus x over 6 is equal to 10 over 9 minus 5 over 6. Okay, let's do a different approach. Let's transform them into fractions with denominator 18 because that's the LCM or the LCD of 9 and 6. So 18 divided by 9 is 2 times 2x is 4x. Next, 18 divided by 6 is 3 times x is 3x. Okay. Yeah. And then is equal to, we have here again, over 18 also. Over 18 minus over 18. So we have here 18 divided by 9. That's 2 times 10 is 20. 18 divided by 6 is 3 times 5 is 15. We do our subtraction here. We have here now x over 18 is equal to 5 over 18. What's happening here? Okay. My bad. Actually, we're correct a while ago. I just keep on repeating this one, right? We still came up with the same answer. That what? We can cancel this 18 and 18 here. And x is equal to 5. Okay, that's the same answer we did a while ago. Actually, very correct a while ago. I'm just confusing myself. Because we're not yet done actually. Sir, you're not reading the question. The question is find the value of a, not x, right? I'm so sorry. Again, the one I did a while ago is correct. It's just that we're not yet done. Now, if our x is 5, we can solve for a. Okay? What do? Is we will replace all the x here with 5. It will become 5. It will become 5. Okay? Next time, please don't be like me. You always have to read what's being asked. Okay? So this will become now a minus 5. Again, I'm just trying to replace now the x's with 5 because we know that the value of x here is already 5. But that's not yet the final answer. A minus 5 over 5 is equal to 5 plus 2 over 7. We have here now a minus 5 over 5 is equal to 7 over 7. And you know 7 over 7 is 1, right? So a minus 5 over 5 is equal to 1 over 1. I did that because we will do cross multiplication. So we will have here a minus 5 is equal to 5. Again, this is a minus 5 times 1 and 5 times 1. That is where it came from. Now, how do we solve for a? Two rules. Positive and solo. Is the variable a already positive? Check. Solo? Not yet. What do? You transpose the negative 5 there. What's going to happen? A is equal to, we copy the 5. And when you transpose negative 5, it becomes positive 5. So you have now a is equal to 10. And there you go. The answer should be letter E. I am so sorry a while ago because I was thinking this already our final answer. Hi. So again, that's the answer for 29. We're almost there, everyone. Number 30. This is the last question in our part 1. The part 2, the problem solving, I will do a different video recording because again, that's gonna be too long. Okay, so find the surface area. When you say surface area, the area around the figure. Take note, this is a 3D figure, right? And this is a what? This is an example of a trapezium. Okay, this is a 3D version of trapezoid. Now, what do we do? Okay, let's focus on first. The trapezoid part first. Okay? This part here, okay? The trapezoid. Take note that there are two parts there that are trapezoid. By the way, take note, this one here, it has what? It has 6 bases. Just like a cube. Okay? It has 6 bases. And on this part here, there are two trapezoids. This one and the one at the bottom. So whatever area of the trapezoid we will get, we have to multiply by 2. Okay? Again, let's focus first on the trapezoid, everyone. So how do we sir get again the area of a trapezoid? What do you do there is what? B1 plus B2 times what? Height all over 2. Okay, let's start with our first trapezoid, with the trapezoid. So our trapezoid, if you will draw that, please forgive my drawing. It will look like this. This is 4, this is 8, and this is 3. So the two bases here, the two parallel sides, are 4 and 8. So 4 plus 8 is 12. Again, this is 4 plus 8, and this is 3. So 4 plus 8 is 12, times 3 is 36, over 2 is 18. It means to say that this space here, the area is 18 square meter. And also, the one at the bottom. Again, those two trapezoids are just the same. Okay? So we already have 18 and 18. Take note, there are 4 bases here. So there are 4 more. There are 6 bases here. That's why there are 4 more. Now, we're good with the trapezoid. Let's have, okay, the easier one here first. I hope you can see this base here, this big base. Big side, okay? And the dimension of that, by the way, that figure is a what? A square. Because the dimension is 8 by 8. And how do you get the area of a square? So 8 times 8 will give us 64. Again, I'm just ignoring first the unit, but again, 8 times 8, that's 64. So, what did I put meter a while ago? It's centimeter. Anyway, this is square centimeter, square centimeter, square centimeter. Again, there are 6 spaces. We're good with 3. Now, we still have 3 more spaces. We haven't counted yet this space. Right? What are the dimensions? By the way, that space there is a rectangle. And how do you get area of a rectangle? Length times width. Right? The width here, we have 3. Okay? And the height, we have what? We have 8. So 3 times 8, we will have there 24. 24 square centimeters. So we're good with this space also. Oopsie. Let's just erase that one. What else? Okay. So we haven't counted yet this space here. This one at the back. And the dimension of that is 4 by 8. Okay? That's 4 by 8. This is 4. This is 8. And 4 times 8, you know that? It's going to be 32. And lastly, we have one more space. This space. The dimension is 5 by 8. And 5 times 8, that's going to be 40. 40 is square centimeter. Okay? If you will add this 3 here, again, by the way, there are 6 spaces already, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 spaces. You're correct. Now, this 3 here, when you add this up, this is 100. And then this one here, 24 plus 32 is going to be 56. Plus 40 is 96. So in total, 196 is square centimeter. And that is letter D. That's the answer for number 30. Okay, we're good with the part 1 of our Elmo 2024 reviewer. This is the answer key, and solution, the answers and solution for the Elmo last year, 2024. Okay, so I hope you're able to learn something from this, and that's it for the part one of our Elmo reviewer. Thank you.